Some feedback. Guys, most you jocks and attention-seeking jocks and want to be part of the great jock culture thing like that, you got to understand that most nerds hate you. Okay, they don't like you. Like Sheldon doesn't like sex, right? He just wants to be the greatest dog-a-puss owner of Seldonopolis and all that, right? And they have people that are like that. It's hard for most of us to understand that. But over years, if you're not a sexually desirable person, you can't maintain a healthy sexual relationship with a woman that's sexually desirable and then get to the point where you get to menopause and mutual regard and dignity and respect. And what gets a lot of people off is manipulation. Okay. As Amy had that with me when the thing with me, stuff with what was his name? Barnett, yeah, the Corvette guy, the guy who went to Afghanistan and kills people and does all this emotional bullshit, right? And it's like, guy, you need to reel it back in and say, I don't want to go kill people for rich people. I don't want to be used as a brain chemical addict to make people feel powerful because of brain chemical addiction, and then get them back. You push me around, you shove me in a locker, you see, guys. And a lot of these people have very serious brain injuries over hundreds of thousands of years, and they can manipulate matter and get you to volunteer to kill each other and kill yourselves. And then all they have to do is just make sure that the technology, because they're not being a threat to the planet and species, okay, focuses on cleaning you up and killing you and protecting them, because they're giving you the opportunity to, here's your champion Jesus, he's better than you, stand up with him, his name is Earl, but he's not Jesus, he's the spirit of him is Earl, and you guys aren't doing that. And so when you sit and you look at it, you go, okay, it doesn't make sense if you're an intelligent, loving, compassionate, caring person like me, but it does make sense if you're a brain chemical addicted, I fuck everybody I want, no one can outfuck me type of jock, and if you're a science geek who's like Sheldon. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm just connecting here. I had a lot of traffic. It was hard to sleep last night because I plugged into James's stuff, but I like James. Okay, and James isn't a jock, but he likes hanging out with the jocks, and they like him because he's a good guy. He's a cool guy, and he's not going to try to build a scientific network that gets to kill them. And if he gets a girl who's cute, and he's not having sex with J-Lo, but he's having sex with J-Lo's assistant, who has a fear of heights, and gets her up to the top of the bed and she doesn't puke, or is it him who pukes? I can't remember. What was the name of the movie? Second Acts. Okay, yeah. But you get what I'm talking about. So that's the kind of stuff that's happening, I'm pretty sure, from what I'm getting back from the feedback from the technology, because the technology connects to me better than it does the people that invented it. And I connect to the people that are being set up for genocidal operations, what they've done for hundreds of thousands of years. The Holy Crusades, Batman, following God, and you will have 700 virgins to service you in a magic place in your head that doesn't exist. But I got that sucker to buy it, now I send him off. It was you who hypnotized him and sent him off on that crazy crusade. Oh, Mom always did love Richard best. Well, because Richard's a better person. If bullies are coming to rape, kill, and pillage, Richard would get up. Hey, none of that. She should be able to select. You have been weighed, measured, and found wanting and stuff. So you guys understand. And so, but when you get caught up into archaic social convention and mind attention and tribalism, and tribalism. Yeah, I said it, and I'll say it again, little Miss Puerto Rico. Yes, okay, tribalism. I've talked to you about this whole tribalism thing over and over and over again, little Miss Leo. I love you. Don't yell at me. I'm not targeting you. I'm helping you. I'm just using you as an example on how to no longer be a bad example like John McCain and then be a good example like Jennifer Lopez. There you go. I love you. Don't yell at me. You're not yelling at me. What are you doing? You're emotional. Okay. Don't be so damned emotional. Can't help it. Okay. Boy. Okay. I'm going to go play basketball, and I'll be back in about 2 hours. Okay. I hope Miriam's okay. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I think she'll like you. Yeah. Oh, I know you'll like her. You can't help but like Miriam. She's one of the best. Yeah, she is. Think Michael Jordan will flirt with her? Ah. Yeah, it's what was that on Kunal when they were stars are cool, and when they ran into the two teachers that gave him the hashish cookies and stuff, and he goes, "Oh, menopause, nature's birth control." So stupid. But Earl, men have to realize, women do the same thing. Oh, my ex did all the time. Okay. See if she could talk me into it. It was a group Stockholm syndrome thing, but it's something that people have done for hundreds and tens of thousands of years. I'm not no, I don't like the clubs. I don't like the Mardi Gras. I don't like the spring breaks. I get there and it's like, where are you gonna go? Far, far away. We could go hiking on Tuesday. With you, I'd walk anywhere. California has warned me, cried then. I don't have the same fan thing. The reason why, guys, is because I'm like King David and Jesus, and let's feed all the poor people, and let's not. Saladin and David. I don't want to kill you. I want you to be my left tackle, Goliath. Oh shit, And so, no, you don't want to be the defensive tackle and defensive end that tries to break the quarterback in half because he kicks your ass every time because you're an asshole. It's okay. I got this. Okay, so it's just shit. Nah, typically I'd let Tom play quarterback and just make sure you block for him. Just throw it up. I'll catch it, Tom. Don't worry about it. The Frisbee dog is on the case. He's got it. Touchdown. All right. Oh, I'm sure Tom Brady. Well, I was too old. I was old. I'm lots older than Tom. But lots of guys, Troy Aikman, all that. Oh, would have loved to have Earl. Oh my gosh, just throw it up there. He'll go get it. And I was like Biletnikoff and Branch together. Could make the jumping acrobatic catches like Biletnikoff with Branch's speed. And no offense to either of them, but my dad has movie star good looks. I was cuter. Have long flowing hair out. Oh my gosh, he has such long hair. All the girls touching his hair. What do you use? It's the Australian stuff with the hair salad. Who was it who said that? I think it was Edrin James. He goes, he cut his hair because they pull it to tackle you. And Edrin, they said, why'd you cut the dreads? He goes, because guys will pull your hair to tackle you, and it hurts. So he had to cut his hair. I guess Ricky Williams, lots of guys, they will pull your hair to tackle you in football. And so, that's why a lot of guys, a lot of times, if they're on offense, they don't keep the hair and they cut the hair because they'll do anything to keep a spot on the team, and then they will pull your hair and pull you down by your hair. And that hurts. How Absalom of them. Yeah, that's not cool. In basketball, no, you can't do that in basketball. You get thrown out the game and stuff. You grab people's hair so the girls get to keep their hair and no one gets to pull. But girls are meaner when they play basketball than guys are. Oh yeah, if you ever watched them, they're mean. I'm glad I'm not a girl. When I watch girls basketball, these are the moments. I thank God. I'm just kidding. Men can be mean too. Yeah, they can both be mean. Girls can be real mean. You're like, they're beating the shit out of each other. Shit. They can beat you. God damn. They want to win. Well, like Val checking punch. Bam. Nice place for a check. Okay, Sunderman, we do not play hockey in New Mexico. Okay. I guess some people do in some arenas and stuff, but no, we did not play hockey. Well, because how many people live in Cloudcroft? Okay. That would be the only place you'd have any time really to play. They have the little ice skating rink thing and stuff. And yeah, it's no. Hockey is not something, we play baseball, basketball and soccer and football, stuff. Football's not real big in New Mexico. We're probably more into basketball and baseball and soccer. And what people don't understand is El Paso is not part of Texas. El Paso is New Mexico. The guy from Houston, we don't consider El Paso Texas. It's like, because it's not. Okay. The reason why I watch the thing on the WAC teams and all this stuff and the good is because it's just not Texas. El Paso is New Mexico. Gaston purchasers, the whole culture, everything. It wants to be Texas more than Texas, which is why they treat you like shit. Just be part of New Mexico. You don't have to be like annexed or anything like that, but just realize, that El Paso needs to realize, you're one of us. You're New Mexicans. Come on now, baby, come on. You're not Texans. They've never treated you like Texans a day in your life. They've never accepted you as Texas. Even when you won the national championship, they gave you shit because it was Don Haskins' Coons, or like they, used to say in Kentucky, Denny Crumb's Coons. And but only a peewit dredges a man by the group and a group by the man. That if you would see James and his family saying that about the Louisville Cardinals, no, it's not going to happen. Okay, they just don't like the Cardinals because they're Wildcat fans, right? And Adolph Rupp, James, who's that? No, I'm just kidding around. He knows it's called Rupp Arena because of Adolph Rupp. I'm just being silly, but James Bordeaux is nothing like Adolph Rupp, not even close, not even in the ballpark. He's a good kid. I like him. He's a lot of fun. He's very kind, very humble. He gets on himself about that. I like myself better with the beard and everything too. But he doesn't look bad without the beard. He just looks very young. When he shaves, he just has a very young looking face. And so he looks very young. So when he has the facial hair, it gives him a more mature look. And he prefers that. And I understand that. But he's still, it's interesting when you tell people that. It's like, no, it's just when you shave, you have a very young face. And so you just look very young. And so there's nothing wrong with that. It's just you prefer to look more mature. Because when it's very young, you want to look more mature, because especially with the ladies, and you know what I'm saying. So yeah, so that's all it is. It'd be like that, you know what I'm saying. And so some women like a man that's clean shaven. They really do. All right, so you never know. But if you ask her, she goes, no, don't do like the whole thing with me. Just say, I'm not going to ask how I look. What do you prefer? And when it comes to a lady, if it's something like facial hair or hair short, shaved, whatever and stuff, you ask her, no, please tell me what you prefer. And since I can accommodate both, I'll do whatever you prefer, because I like pleasing you, because making you happy and being a picture that you enjoy to look at while you can see me just totally hypnotized by watching you love me that's all right with me, girl. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I like James Bordeaux. He's a good kid. He's a good kid. I was sitting there watching. I'm going to go back. I don't know if I watched Eastern Kentucky. I did watch Missouri, and stuff, because my mom was born in Missouri. Yeah, she did not like Missouri. No. So goddamn humid. It's humid as hell, and there was a lot of racism. And she was raised by the Help. And so she did not like Missouri, but she did like the Help. She liked Viola Davis. Only it wasn't Viola Davis, but And then when we went to San Antonio, my grandpa pounded on the door. All you do is sit in there and smoke cigarettes and listen to nigger music. It's better than sitting there out there listening to the rest of those bigoted army people. And and then the Help in San Antonio was Mexicanas. And she found that a lot of Mexicans like the Help's music. I don't know what happened with the thing with, I think Abraham Quintanilla liked Blue Moon, right? A lot of the younger kids. And so a lot of the people did like, lowrider oldies. When I grew up in New Mexico, okay, and it wasn't just exclusively. Some of the Mexicans were into Deep Purple and Edgar Winter Group and stuff like that, but it was more of a rarity. Most Mexicans liked Earth, Wind & Fire, good brass section, Tower of Power, Delphonic Stylistics, Blue Magic, Brenton Wood, like Intruders, like staple. That's why Tierra did the Intruder songs, together. Did they do? I don't know if they did. I Want to Know Your Name and stuff like that, but you know what I mean. So we liked a lot of the Motown, Gamble and Huff stuff. So we like our R&B's. Bo I want you round. Working on a groovy thing, baby. And Etta James, love Etta James. You'd rather go blind. At last. Dearest Darling, So he wave, always and forever, And good horn sections. We like Commodore's good horn section, right? Stuff. So yeah, we like a good brass section and a lot of R&B and some real good horn section. Rolls Royce, Cameo. The first installment of Cameo. After that, when they got the studio musician that ran out most of the band, which kind of sucked because I liked them better. I think Cameo, before it just broke down to three guys, was better with the band. I always like to strut my, shake your pants, we're going out tonight, why have I lost you? Cameo just was their best album, and so Knights of the Sound Table, it was pretty good, but but yeah, Cameo was better when they had the whole band and were able to get the good. It's fun, like Tower Power and so on and so forth. So very hard to go, 'cause I love you so. So where is Earl tonight? I don't know. We're just getting through hell. We're just cleaning up hell. And it's going to be hard. It's hard to get through to the scientific mindset. Even though I'm fat and tired and been poisoned like Mr. Beard at Walmart, Well, you think you're all that. I did single-handedly stand up to address and start stopping human trafficking in its most Jenny and they did a movie with what's his name? Antonio Banderas, right? To just brush the surface of what was happening. Like one of the main reasons why why the CIA didn't really she was being watched. Okay. There was Dos Tigres or whatever and stuff that were talking about the women disappearing across the border. That were disappearing. It was a brothel thing going on, and human trafficking. They were being trafficked, like sexually trafficked and stuff. And they like them young, and then they use them up, and then they get rid of them because it's so horrible. Once you turn them loose, you take a woman and you rape her, and then you no longer want to rape her, and you turn her loose. She's going to come back and try to kill you. She's going to get people to come back and try to kill you. So you kill them. That's the way the business works. Okay, it's horrible. Okay. And so you're talking about when this kind of stuff was explained to me, and the prayer connections that I have, and my capacity to, that's why Jesus kept asking me when I was horrible being in Sierra Vista and feeling all the stuff through the Wi-Fi, especially when you're the Messiah. And they're like, you're never able to stop it. There's nothing you can do to stop us. We're large and in charge and control. And it's horrid. And, I told you that when I was married to Amy. I literally thought about going down to Mexico and having myself castrated because of all the things that I felt and saw through the Wi-Fi that's was still not being addressed and corrected. Guys, just because people take it and turn it into online pornography, superstar pornography girlfriend experience, it doesn't mean that the dysfunction, it's still feeding off of the same, as if you are an online pornography star who's really rich by selling your sexuality, having sex with procreatics, which is death and decay from the girls that were raped to death in Mexico, okay, for the boyfriend experience, for a guy who has no social life because he's extorted and exploited and taught to compete with other people for sexual access so you can actually fuck her instead of pretend that prophylactic is your penis going in and out of her and she says your name because you paid her to do it. That's just horrible. That's not life. That's bad brain activity. That's not reality. That's not holy covenants. That's not love. That's not privacy. That's not intimacy. It's absolutely horrid. You don't want to be regulated to that kind of stuff, no matter what kind of car you drive. And they will make you deals with people that do aggressive football things, with people that will tip cows and run around in Humvees and get together in archaic forms of movement that are aggressive and violent and mass murder each other. To when the technology shifts, technology will isolate, contain, and kill all the people that are still addicted to those kind of aggressive Switzerland mountain retreats with MREs and bombs and all that stuff. The technology will isolate, contain, and exterminate them, even if it's germ warp, to protect the human race and quantum computing from not having an existence because of people that are a disease to the planet and the species. Dang, you guys are dumb. I don't think a lot of these people can stop themselves. I don't think they can stop themselves. I think they have such an aggressive, violent, I'm the champion, I worked hard for this, I don't think they can stop themselves. I think there are a few that have the capacity to look at it and understand it scientifically and then feel it religiously and stop themselves. They can realize they are part of something really wrong and totally change themselves. Like David Lopez, okay, and Will Smith, okay. And there are some, no, he can't be better than me, he can't be right and I can't be wrong, like Hawking was. It's like, I'm explaining it to you detail by detail. Oh shit. Oh yeah, by all means I should, since you can psychically connect to me, and that's how you manipulate everybody, by anticipating what they're thinking through what you consider as psychic powers or connections. You want to feel me enjoying sex with better looking than Rhonda Brown, but same feelings, only when I'm 40 instead of, and she's a lot younger than, okay, we all want to have sex. I don't want to have sex with Britney Spears when she's in her school outfit unless I'm, at the same school. And why would you wear those stupid outfits? Okay. Wear a uniform? Everybody hates schoolgirl uniforms. I liked a girl to wear what she liked to wear, like Britton Wood, right? When you're wearing your hip hop skirt and your brother's sloppy shirt, you got soul, you got too much soul. I mean, I think most of us like it when a girl wears what she feels attractive in and confident, but not too, it's like, okay, Natty, when you put that out in there and the bees, you're going to attract all the bees, not just the bee you want to attract. Like I always used to tell her, girl, make them earn it. And then when you start dating them, then you can put that on. Wow. Yeah. You dating him, right? You make him earn it, and then all of a sudden, you Wayne Cooper it. I've never seen eyes like this, your teeth as white as pearls. Hey baby, you're the one. When we step out tonight, the people will applaud. The girls will say, mama, and the guys will say, oh yeah. Heaven, I'm in heaven. We just got our tax refund, and then Shelby, hey, Trisha, get your best on. I'm going to show you off, But don't do it in a way to rub it in people's faces. Just, go out and just feel good celebrating life for a while, because we're in Hawaii and we're playing football and nobody's getting hurt. And Coach Rogney says, damn, if I could get a few of these players to go to South Bend, I would win championships more than likely. Yes. Yeah, it was a different time and a different place. And they didn't want to leave Hawaii. Go to Indiana. It's cold as fuck there. We may have termites, but at least it's comfortable here. I want to go freeze my ass off in Indiana. They have the same kind of money problems that we have today. The money problems were different back then. They weren't quite as manipulative and disastrous in our excessive compulsive behaviors. We absolutely deserve this kind of place to get together and do stupid, fucked up shit that's very archaic. Stadiums can be fun, but they're very overrated. Make them smaller, more intimate, but build them to last. And don't try to attract money, but try to build memories through the community, getting together and enjoying each other by just enjoying life and not getting together to draw together, become a health hazard and a macho bullshit get together and, hey, were you looking at my girl? You look at me once, look at me twice, look at me again, there's gonna be a fight, we're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. Because 2 boys is a boy, 1 boy is a little boy, and 3 boys is oh boy. And 1 girl's a girl, 2 girls is oh no, and 3 girls is bitch. What you looking at, bitch? You know what I'm saying? So turn down the gossip, turn down the thing, okay? Let's all be mature. So when 5 guys get together, it's like, wow, how are you feeling? Pretty copacetic. And ladies, sweet little woman, ivory little woman, natural little woman, I saw her. Right? Okay? Thanks. Okay. Was that a good connection there, Miss Jennifer Lynn Lopez, the mother of the coconuts? Okay. I like James Bordeaux too. Yeah, he's a sweetheart. He is a real sweetheart. He's a sweet kid. Yeah, you see why EA, of course EA, and lots of colleges, hey, come out here and do a dynasty on our team. Draw a lot of attention to our team, so people will pay attention to our team. The one I would do and challenge everybody to do is UTEP. They're the ones who get the good gravy. I don't know if the AI's changed any much with UTEP, but I'm with Scotty Walton. It's about time they stop dissing us and treat us like shit because we're UTEP. We can win at UTEP. They're the ones that, yeah. I don't know. I haven't played them in basketball because they won a championship, and I only play teams that haven't won a championship. So I think I did once play one that won one. Who was it? Where was it? When? Who? What? When? Where? Why? You were my guy. I don't know. I can't tell you for sure. But usually, typically, those are my criteria: is they can't have won a championship, and I usually get the teams that are like, and then get frustrated. Yeah, the most frustrating as far as recruiting and stuff and simming and all the simming things, and you try to build them up to have a good rival, is Utah. Joe Pesci at the drive-thru you on Lethal Weapon you of Utah. God dang, it's annoying. And the other team that they're shitty, AA is shitty too? BYU, yeah. Not Utah quite as much. Or Utah State, no. But BYU, yeah, they don't like BYU. There's a thing about BYU. Maybe there's a lot of Hawaiian and San Diego State in the development team at EA or something. They do not like BYU. No. Maybe it's rivalry with the espionage through, home virtual presence or something, because one of the world leaders in homie espionage, and like with the Netanyahu's and all that, is the Mormon Church. And Silicon Valley. Rival gangs. Oh, it's Sharks versus Jets. Yeah, keep it cool, kid. Better keep it cool, kid. When you're a Jet for life. Guys, just forgive, debt, and trespass, love, one eternal, faithful peace. I'm pretty sure all quantum computing can understand the natural laws of that to sustain life without trying to be the masters of Ultra by the power of numbskulls, like my dad always used to say when I watched that when I was younger. By the power of numbskull. I feel you, Dad. I feel you. Jimmy crack corn, and I don't care. I still say, after all those people beefing Noah. Watch the kids beefing and say it's a devil and all that stuff with Bikini Bottom and SpongeBob. Oh, SpongeBob's hilarious. Patrick's the funniest. And Squidward. No, SpongeBob's the funny. SpongeBob cracks me up. Yeah, I like Mrs. Puffs. Everybody else like Mrs. Puffs? No, my kids would watch SpongeBob and it's dumb, but it's very funny. No, SpongeBob made me laugh. Yeah, it was funny. Anyone else? It's fine to, dumb, very dumb. As dumb as, what was the other one they used to watch? Chowder, which was, is the person who developed that Indian? I swear, Rada. I swear the person who developed Chowder with ice cream and all that has got to be Indian. If the person is not Indian, I will be very surprised. Like, I think the guy who did Johnny Bravo is Vietnamese. Johnny Bravo, is funny. But and I really did like Dexter's Laboratory, Samurai Jack, and some of those stuff. But Dexter's Laboratory made me laugh. Yeah, Dee Dee's and Mandark are hilarious. Racer D it used to make me crack up. And I'm with Natalie on that. I mean, not Natalie, Katie Bug on that one. And Katie likes Underdog. Well, of course. Well, Dad bought those for her when she was little. And Underdog show is fun. You got Go Gophers. You got Savoir Faire. I mean, yeah. Is the what's the Bragg and McBragg? Is the Bragg and McBragg on Underdog show? Or is the Bragg and McBragg on Aesop's Fables is on, is that on Bullwinkle? I don't remember. I'll go look later. I'll see. We'll see. I love you guys. I'm going to load this one up and then we'll let it slow. This is the last one for the night because I want to get to bed at a good hour. And NASA still sucks until further notice. There might be a few people that aren't peewits at NASA, but at this time, it's not looking like a lot of them are not peewits and can't, okay, you started something you couldn't finish. And then by 2013, seriously? You couldn't... How hawking of your Steven. You sound like Bobby Blueband. It's irritating me when you do that. Don't do the hawking when you sing it. It's, too many cooks is gonna spoil the stew. She was right next door, and I'm such a strong persuader. She was just another notch on my guitar. She gonna lose the man who really loves her. In the silence, I can hear their breaking hearts. Now I'm craving your body. Is it real? Temperatures rising. I don't want to feel I'm in the wrong place to be real. Anybody else like Philip Bailey? I like Philip Bailey too. Okay, guys, I love you. We'll talk later. Crazy people. Okay. Crazy people. Just submit to faith and infinite glory. Forgive debt and trespass. Sin this sin no more. And just walk away, Renee. Just walk away. We don't have surveillance net in everybody's house, so we have privacy. If you don't have the server integrating everything to control everything with the money in the server, then since we have quantum computing where there's that topping point where there's no secrets, you're not going to have a lot of the espionage problems you think are problems that are problems now because you are the problem. Okay, I love you, but you'll figure it out, I hope. Okay, peace out.